It's been a minute. It has been quite a minute because I had to get myself together, man. Y'all crazy? Y'all know I wasn't going to immediately come up in front of this camera after my Lakers got swept in the Western Conference Finals. Are you crazy? Man, you have no idea how pissed off I have been in these last, 72 hours? What in the world? Then LeBron talking about retiring, possibly taking a year off. There was a report that came out this morning that LeBron was playing with a broken tendon or messed up tendon this whole playoff. Good, Mark. Oh, boy, it's always something. It is always something, but I feel good, man. I feel good to be back in the mix. Shout out to the NBA community, man. Seven Mitchell here. This is the best of seven sports talk, man. Give yourselves a round of applause, people. You know, I've been sitting back trying to game plan. How do I want to deliver this NBA content? I got this job, and it kind of takes away from me coming up with ideas and strategies to be able to deliver some information. I don't want to be the guy that try to give news that everybody already knows about. I'm not trying to be the one that, drop exclusives and breaking news. I embrace it, but that's not really my ambition, my target. I want to talk my stuff about some of these hottest topics in the NBA. And I just have not been able really that much to find a way to get things done pre-recorded the way that I wanted to. And especially on a live stream tip, man, it's been probably a couple of weeks since I've done a live stream. So I got to find a way to balance my damn schedule, man. And the Lakers are out. The Lakers are out. So much we got to talk about, man. The Boston really got these people fooled thinking that they're going to be able to come back from being down 3-0 and beat Miami. Like, it just amazes me how stupid we get when we want to see history be done. Like, when we want to see something special happen, we take just all reality out of the equation, man. Like, there's no way Boston is coming back. Even if it goes 7, I don't care. You're not going to win 4 in a row after losing 3 in a row. Miami is not no Cinderella team. I know they just got into the play-in team, but that's a championship pedigree organization. They just went to the finals a couple years ago. So, what they win game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals last year. So, Miami is somebody that you're going to have to respect. And even though Boston has picked up a little bit of momentum, everybody's going crazy this morning. But we're going to talk about that, man. But salute to the NBA community. Shout out to everybody, man. Y'all already know what this is, man. Seven Mitchell. This is the best of seven sports talk. Y'all already know. We got a couple interesting topics to get into this morning. So without further ado, let's do what we came to do, man. First of all, if you guys are into daily NBA content, make sure that you follow me everywhere on social media, 24/7, 365. Definitely appreciate all the support that you guys have shown. Let's start off today. I want to start off today's show really with the whole Kwame Brown, Shannon Sharpe situation. This situation has kind of caught a little bit of traction. This has definitely caught a little bit of traction. I saw what Shannon Sharpe said on the show yesterday about Kwame Brown. Kind of took me back a little bit because I remember Shannon Sharpe kind of indirectly back in the day, kind of taking up for Kwame Brown as far as having his own lane on social media, being outspoken. Shannon Sharpe kind of gave him some props before. But now, I watched Shannon Sharpe basically call Kwame Brown a joke and, compared his career to LeBron's, coming off of the statements and opinions that Kwame Brown had about LeBron James. But, Shannon Sharpe, he went in. And then Kwame Brown, without a doubt, clapped back. Like, if you're going to go at Kwame Brown, especially on this internet thing, you better know what you're doing. So Kwame Brown, let me see if I can pull up just a little bit of what he has said to Shannon Sharpe. But he said, you called me emotional. You're going to fight a whole team because of your love affair with LeBron. He said, you're the reason Ja Morant probably carrying guns right now. Yo, when Kwame Brown said that Shannon Sharpe was probably the reason why Ja is carrying guns because he afraid of his life, bro, I cried. I cried yesterday. But I'm gonna keep it real. Both of these guys are clowns to me. Kwame Brown is a clown. Shannon Sharpe is a clown as well. Like, I've watched both of these guys do so, like, some wild. Both of these guys are very goofy respectably. Kwame Brown, like, Kwame to me is a big ass hypocrite. Like, he's raw, he's authentic. I'm not gonna call him fake, but he be talking so much. And I remember when he first hit social media, how he used to always talk about doing all this, that, and the third for the kids and all that. And I haven't really been tapped in to him consistently. So I'm not gonna say he hasn't done anything. But I remember him doing like a little situations for like with tennis shoes and sneakers for the kids. But that's really basically all that I've known as far as what this guy has done in the last few years when it comes to outreach. Pretty sure he's done more than that, but that's just all that I've known. And I'm pretty sure he's gravitated and got a nice little check and a pretty penny on social media, because most will argue that Kwame Brown is more popular for what he say on the internet than his whole game playing days in the NBA. Now, this is a number one draft pick coming out of high school, so that definitely says something about Kwame. And then the stuff he was saying about LeBron James, like, it's kind of typical, because these are the things that you're going to have to go at LeBron at when you looking for clickbait, when you looking for clout. You're going to take this approach so you can get trending. So I ain't really mad at Kwame Brown for going at LeBron. It's not the first time he went at LeBron James. It's not the last time. Now, I'm listening to Shannon Sharpe, and Shannon Sharpe, like, his infatuation for LeBron, I can respect it because I'm another LeBron fan, but I would never put myself in a situation that LeBron wouldn't help me out of. Like, Shannon Sharpe be putting himself in situations that involves LeBron James, that if something was to really kick off and hit the fan, LeBron is not going to get Shannon Sharpe out of trouble and out of danger. And Kwame Brown, I agree. When it comes to talking basketball, Shannon Sharpe is a guest. He is a guest. This is not football. And watching Undisputed from 2016, even up until now, the guy Steve in the background has really been instrumental in Shannon Sharpe's progression and his success when it comes to debate, knowledge, and information on the NBA, because Shannon Sharpe did not know this much about basketball. Trust and believe, it's what's in his ear, and it's those notes that is really helping Shannon Sharpe get the job done. And he's done a good job. I'm not trying to take that away from him. But, I will agree with Kwame Brown when we talk about like intellect, basketball IQ and stuff like that. Shannon Sharpe ain't one of those guys. But I don't think that you got to be one of those guys to argue the stuff that Kwame Brown was saying. Because Kwame to me was just chasing clout, using LeBron James' name, to make his little points or whatever. But it got back and forth, it got ugly. And to me, a nigga like Shannon Sharpe is going to lose this fight because you're dealing with a guy who's pretty much established in on the internet right now. And Scrub Zero, you basically saying it. Like Kwame Brown, he got the clickbait situation because his situation is now on social media. His situation is now YouTube. Shannon Sharpe is on syndicate television, like he on television, so he not going to be able to say and do the things and rebuttal the way that and come off as aggressive as Kwame going to be able to do. I know Shannon Sharpe got his little show on YouTube, but it's all wrapped up into one. Like Shannon Sharpe will never be able to go back and forth with Kwame Brown and come out in the winning situation. So, I was surprised that to see the length of what Shannon Sharpe took going at Kwame Brown over his comments about LeBron when Kwame Brown is going to clap back and you don't have a platform really like that to respond. I think Undisputed is falling off. Like, I could be wrong because, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not really home in the daytime anymore, so I'm not really a fan of the show. But I feel like Undisputed as a whole is falling off. That whole chemistry with him and Skip Bayless, everything classical that happens on that show do not seem to be about sports. Their moments come from them arguing with each other, them disrespecting each other, or one of them disrespecting an athlete. Like their knowledge and actual IQ of the sports is kind of shaky to me because I don't believe that there's a lot of superstars reaching out to Skip Bayless. I don't believe that there's a lot of superstars reaching out to Shannon Sharpe, giving them that behind the scenes intel, stuff like that. If they getting information like that, Skip and Shannon, I believe they getting it from execs, trainers, other people that's in the locker room. Not to say that the information is not valid, but I don't think that those guys got enough credibility in the game, even though Skip has been in, nobody respects him. So I really doubt of like the superstars, like the Kevin Durant's and LeBron's, and like they don't really talk to Stephen A and these guys like that no more. Like the game have changed so much. So these guys are getting their perspectives from, everything as close to the situation as possible. But at the end of the day, I was just kind of not surprised to see Kwame go at Shannon Sharpe because Kwame, he went at Shannon Sharpe before. I just feel like Shannon Sharpe be doing a little bit too much when it comes to LeBron James. I'm a huge LeBron James fan as well. But I'm not putting myself in a situation that's going to get me in the middle of something. And LeBron James is in Cancun somewhere. He doing rehab. He's not going to help Shannon Sharpe get out this situation or towards this beef. So Shannon be throwing himself out there looking kind of crazy. And as a personality on a sports show, a co-star on a sports show, it is kind of a bad look, especially going against Kwame Brown because it's a no-win situation. What can Shannon Sharpe do to Kwame Brown at the end of the day, y'all? Nothing. He can't do nothing with Kwame. He can't do nothing with Kwame. And everything that Shannon Sharpe will say about Kwame Brown, whether it's fact or fiction, we already know about. Shannon Sharpe is not one of them niggas that bring you exclusive information that you never heard before. Shannon Sharpe don't know nothing about how to do no research and stuff like that. He's not known for that. You feel me? So, I don't know. But his love affair for LeBron, watching what he did against the Memphis Grizzlies when he was ready to fight the team with Dylan Brooks and, hearing how he was calling Kwame Brown a joke and, he just was going in on Kwame yesterday, you know what I'm saying? And Skip Bayless just sitting there laughing and chuckling and all that. Like, that was crazy. That was crazy. But, Shannon Sharpe to me is just in a no-win situation when we talk about that. Next topic here at the Best of Seven Sports Talk, man. Let's talk about the Boston Celtics. The Celtics got you niggas confused. The Celtics have sold you niggas some dreams, and y'all are really buying it. Y'all are really buying it. Now, call me a hater because my Lakers went out in 4. Call me a hater because the Celtics still got a chance at 18. But yo, if y'all really think that Boston is going to come back after being down 3-0 to Miami and win this series, y'all are bugged out. Yeah, what's up, baby?
Oh, man. Listen. The Celtics got 2 Scottie Pippens. I'm gonna say that right here. They got 2 dang on Scottie Pippens and Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum.
That's true.
Jason
is playing good though. Jason,
he playing good right now.
He's playing good right now.
But you know he at any time he's liable to turn right back into Scottie Pippen.
Now see, now you disrespect Scottie Pippen. What Scottie Pippen are we talking about? Are we talking Chicago Scottie or are we talking Houston, Portland Scottie?
We talking about that guy who is overhyped and he ain't all that.
Really?
He was a role player. Yes.
Whoa, wait a minute. Scottie Pippen was a role player?
Yes.
Wow. That is more disrespectful than Marcus Jordan dating his ex-wife.
No. That is not more disrespectful.
That is more disrespectful.
No, it's not more disrespectful than that. That is no. Marcus Jordan dating his ex-wife was way more disrespectful.
Scrub Zero. You literally told the American public that Scottie Pippen is a role player.
He is a role player.
Bro,
yes, he was.
Would Michael Jordan have 6 rings without Scottie Pippen?
I'm not saying that Scottie Pippen didn't contribute. I'm just saying he a role player. There's a difference between not contributing to a championship cause and being a role player. He was not a superstar. He was not a star. He is a role player, over glorified role player. But that is what he is.
Wait a minute. I'm not going to let you get away with this, Scrub.
Oh my god.
No. You threw me off. I'm not going to allow you to do. Let me get back to the get back.
Okay.
The Boston Celtics.
Yes.
Down 3-0. They now
down
3-2.
Well,
what do you see?
The question is with that is Gabe Vincent going to be healthy? Is he going to be available game 6? He should be, but we see he did miss game 5, and that did have an effect on their defense and some of their offense. Now they still should win the series, even with that. But Jimmy Butler, you know, he turned into James Butler, which because like we know
who's the best player on the court right now in that series? Jimmy, Jason, or Jaylen?
In the series right now,
right now. We're now in game. What we at game?
We'll be going to game.
Going into game 6.
Going
right?
to game 6.
Who has been the best player in the entire playoffs out of those 3?
I would say Jimmy Butler. Out of those 3.
Has Jimmy shown you any digression in these last 5 games?
He has not been. He has not been as aggressive as he's needed to be in 4 and 5. He's let his foot off the gas, and we've seen how that's played itself out.
What about Jason? Because I think Jason's stepping it up.
Jason is starting to turn it around now. Now, early in the series, we saw him close out the series against the Sixers. He did a good job with that. But coming into the series, he played all right, but you saw it's like, all right, where is that? Where was that guy who played Game 7? We didn't get that in the first 3 games.
We saw this last year in the finals with this nigga versus Golden State.
Yeah,
when the lights got the brightest, he didn't show up. Now Jaylen stepped up a lot, in my opinion, last season.
I would agree with that.
But do you fear Jason is going to repeat that disappearing act? I mean, you don't think that he has gotten himself together and this is
he has to prove it to me. he has to get through it, because what we've seen through the time him and Jalen Brown have been together is they one or both of them come up short when they need both of them to play to be those guys,
Right.
and they get themselves bounced out.
Are these two niggas staying together after the season?
I think they should move on from one of them. Even
if they win a championship.
Yes. I personally think that, because listen, they win the championship, then maybe they prove me wrong. They win the championship. They like really look well playing through however long the series is. Should they get past Miami and get to the finals, beat Denver. But from what I've seen, from everything I've seen to them to this point right here, I think you got to move on from one of them. I personally don't think they're going to win. Even if they get past Miami, I don't think they're beating Denver. I don't think they're going to win a championship together. I think the time has come to move on from one, because you obviously you can't move on from both of them. It's not but you know.
But I'm looking at it like this, right? Because they both made the All NBA team this year, so they are both eligible for Supermax contracts. One, I think Jalen's is eligible next year. Jason might be eligible the year after. And I think that's like a total of like $600 something million that the Celtics will have to invest in to keep those two. So from the money standpoint, I think you're absolutely right. Like, it's just not going to happen, even if they were to win the championship. But Scrub, like, we're talking about Boston, a franchise that's been kind of known for, dynasties in a sense. Like, if they were to win it this year, you don't think that they owe it to try to do a repeat with those two?
Well, when I said that they should, that's more so how I would handle it. I think if they did win, though, they would move whatever other parts they'd have to move and keep those two together. I think ultimately Boston would make sure to keep Jalen Brown and Jason Tatum there as long as they possibly can. They'll find a way to make the money work. If they got to trade guys to get more draft picks and go with a younger team, they'll do so. That sort of thing.
How does the rest of the Eastern Conference Finals play out in your eyes? Miami's up 3-2.
I personally thought it would be over 5. That was but mind you, that was before they even went up 3-0. But Gabe Vincent got hurt. I'm like, okay, Boston should win Game 5. I think Miami has to win on Saturday. They got to win Game 6. I don't like their chances if it gets pushed to 7. Can they still win that? Yes, but I don't like something about keeping the team around longer than you need to. It doesn't sit right with me.
Right,
and I think that where Vincent not out, I feel even less confident about Game 6. But because of that injury, I kind of realized, Boston will win at home now. So this
is Coach Frank Mazzulla being exposed? Because it seems to start to turn into a coaching battle as well, as far as decision making. You see what Eric Spoelstra has been doing, and you look at Frank Mazzulla. I've seen people feel like the Celtics getting rid of Ime Udoka is starting to haunt them right now. There was reports that some of the Celtics players still wasn't comfortable with that move that the organization decided to make, partner with Ime. What do you think about Coach Frank Mazzulla for the Celtics? Is he being exposed?
This is his first. Remember the timeline. He wasn't even supposed to be in this situation.
That's a fact.
He was not supposed to be in this situation. He's learning on the job. A lot of it is trial by fire. So it's not surprising to see him having these struggles. It's easy to say, hey, I would have done this, I would have done that. But when you were thrown into a situation when there was no real sign, there was no way to know prior to him getting the job that he was going to be in the spot. So,
right.
Like, is there things he has to improve on? Yes, but I don't think you say, all right, one season of this is new coach, he has to learn, you just get rid of him. I think I know that was going around, but I think that was more so that's just more speculation than anything else. So, and we know Spoelstra's been around for a minute now. I'd be amazed what is like. Dang, he's been along like 15 years now.
Yeah, 2011. That run that he had with LeBron,
Yeah,
that was his first years. When
it's like it's a long time. It feels like he hadn't been here that long, and at the same time, I feel like he's been here forever now.
when you look at Jason and Jalen, it's the same way. Like some people get fooled because they're young, but they played together now for what, 5-6 seasons together?
Yeah,
So we've got a nice sample size of what Jason and Jalen can actually do. If they can't get it done this season, I feel like it's definitely time to part ways.
I think their chance was last season and they missed it. I don't think it's going to happen this year. But if they can prove me wrong, but this really is their last shot because you just get to a point where it's the same story and you haven't won after X point. It's like, yeah, we know what this is going to do. Like if they prove you wrong, you're like, all right, they proved me wrong, but damn, it should not have taken as long as it did.
That's right. You're right.
Kind of like with Houston, not Houston, Philly. They're gonna say, dang, it might as well be Houston again.
Yep.
I don't even want to talk about it. But you get what I'm getting at.
No, I definitely feel the vibes because I just watched the report that the 76ers are not even want to offer James Harden the max, so it looked like he's gonna be headed right to the Rockets. I was just reading that. Earlier this week, my guy Carmelo Anthony retired from the NBA after 19 active seasons in the league. Couple questions for you, Scrub, when it comes to Carmelo. What's your reaction to him retiring? And, he played in Denver. He took the Nuggets to the Western Conference Finals. His jersey number was 15, the same as Nikola Jokic. So my question to you, Scrub, what's your reaction to Carmelo retiring? And should the Nuggets retire Melo's jersey?
To the second question, I'll answer that first. I would say yes. I don't know if you want to do it right now, but I think at some point you do retire his jersey. Now, obviously, Jokic is playing with 15. You let him continue with that, but it'll be him and Jokic and no one else.
But they can't do that, right? If they retire his number, then Jokic will have to change his jersey. They can't allow Jokic to continue to play with number 15 if Carmelo's number 15 in the rafters. So you got to look at it like, well, who's the most important?
Well, that's what I said. You might just have to. That might just have to wait till Jokic is done in Denver.
Well,
or maybe there is a way for them to do it. I don't know all the inner workings to that because that's not my forte. But we see there's other teams that have had guys that have wore the same number and have both them retired. So
I don't know. I would have to do my homework on that. And when you look at it, especially if they win a championship, because remember, Carmelo didn't never get this far.
Yeah.
Some people will say Jokic had a better career in Denver already than what Carmelo's had in Denver. And if anybody's going to have the number 15 retired in Denver, it's already solidified to be Nikola. So I was just kind of thinking like, well, damn, what team should really retire Carmelo's jersey? Should it be New York or should it be Denver?
I think
at the end of the day,
I personally think it should be both of them.
Both.
Yes.
Yeah, I would like to see Denver retire Melo's jersey. They drafted him, right?
Mm-hmm.
They drafted him. Like I said, he did his thing, but Nikola, boy, they love him, yo. And if he win this championship, I think that's just gonna pretty much solidify this spot. Jeff Green, he says he believes Denver should retire both Melo and Jokic's jersey. So you may got a point. This is what Jeff Green said. He says, I hope they're able to retire both of their jerseys, Nikola and Carmelo. I know it can be done, and it's deserving for what Carmelo has done for the franchise. Melo really put the Nuggets on the map again. So it is a possibility, according to Jeff Green, and he knows way more than I do. Like you said, that they can have both jerseys retired in Denver. If that's the case, then I say yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, like, think about it. At that point where when Mel came in, no one had the Nuggets on their mind at the time.
Nobody.
And Melo got him to the playoffs every year since when he was there.
Yep. And he brought he helped bring other people to want to play there. You know, the Kenya Martins and the Chauncey Billups, I think. It's, you know what I'm saying? So he helped bring stars to that city. And like I said, they went to the Western Conference Finals. You know, they used to have those wars with the Lakers.
Yeah.
You know, Melo and Kobe, you know, so shout out to Carmelo, man. Like I said, man, the greatest basketball player to come from out here in Baltimore to make it to the NBA, in my opinion, man. You know, I played under Melo's AAU league. My brother played under Melo's AAU league, and just to watch this guy's whole career, it was crazy. It was crazy, bro. So salute to Melo in his retirement. Final thing, last but not least, you know, I can't let you get away without talking about my guy, LeBron James.
Oh, this guy.
He was hurt, Scrub. He was hurt this whole playoffs. Are you giving my man LeBron James a pass? Because he, according to reports that came out this morning, he has played the entire 2023 playoffs with a torn tendon in his foot. Surgery may definitely be needed in the offseason. Are you giving my man a pass?
No, because I've seen this guy play. He ain't have no dang on limp. He played all the games. He been playing heavy minutes. Listen, even with all that, he played on the court. Ain't no excuses. Do your dang on job, or stay, or sit down and get yourself right.
I was disappointed with his 3-point shooting this season, but the way you disrespecting LeBron James is crazy. This guy broke Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's record.
And
he surpassed Gary Payton in steals. He surpassed Magic Johnson in assists. He took a team that started 2-10, had 2 different rosters this regular season, took them to the Western Conference Finals.
Why did they have 2 different rosters? Because of who?
Rob Pelinka.
No, because of LeBron.
No.
Get that ish right. You know that's damn sure because of
like
LeBron.
Y'all want to blame this whole Russell Westbrook thing to LeBron.
Well, first of all, I will blame. I wasn't even going Russell Westbrook, but I will blame that on LeBron because LeBron wanted the guy there, and he knew the same stuff LeBron do. He's the same player. Who else can I blame for that?
Listen, man. My only thing about that, Scrub, is when you look around the NBA, you got niggas like Harden and KD and Kyrie teaming up. You got these niggas with these big threes. Russell Westbrook is a former MVP who's a perennial all-star who has went to the finals. I know he's been inconsistent as far as his success, but triple doubles averaged in a row. Like LeBron and them would have been foolish not to want to pick him up to help him in AD.
No, in a vacuum, it sounds good. But when you and him do the same kind of, you play this a similar way, how does that help? Neither of y'all can play off the ball. Y'all need the ball in your hand. Y'all playing transition. Your half-court game ain't really all that. Like, all right,
there was a lot of turnovers between those two.
And then a lot of come on. What am I supposed to do? Like when we talk about coming up with these teams, like, yeah, you want to have the talent, but you have to make sure that talent meshes well together. I could get 5 talented guys, but if they don't play well off each other, they all do the same thing, and none of them complement each other. What have I done?
Has LeBron hurt his legacy, helped his legacy, or nothing has changed after this season? When you look back at how this season played out, how did it impact LeBron James' legacy or this whole GOAT argument?
To me, ain't nothing changed. I didn't think he was the GOAT before. I still don't think he's the GOAT now.
So him surpassing Kareem all time, like everything that he's done as far as the records and stuff, that meant nothing.
Not to me. Wow. I can't speak for anyone else, but for me, nah.
Damn, bro. You a big hater. You know that, right? Like, damn, I thought Skip Bayless was
I don't hate this guy. I couldn't care less about dude.
Damn. This is the greatest player. This is the greatest player in basketball history.
He's the most accomplished player in basketball. He's the most accomplished.
Oh, wow.
But I can't say he's the greatest.
So should LBJ okay, moving forward? Is this guy? What do you see next year? I'll make it
More of
that
the same.
simple. Do you have him playing though? Because there's talks about him sitting out the entire season.
Sitting out for what though?
Because he's hurt. He's gonna need rehab for the injury. Then you also got the whole situation with Bronny playing his 1 year in USC. He'll be eligible the year after being the NBA. That has always been the talk.
If he's really hurt and he got to sit out the whole year, then that's what he's gonna do. I personally think it's BS. We'll see. I know the retirement talk was BS because this dude ain't retiring. He ain't retiring. That part I know. Like he ain't if he retiring, he'd make it known he retiring.
Yeah, LeBron gonna have to have a farewell tour before he decides to actually step away. That's gonna hurt your heart when he retires, though, because that's how much of a hater
it's gonna be the happiest time. I mean, like, he gone. We get real basketball again. We got a real finals this year. I'm glad about that.
Bugging.
I'm tired of talking about this dude. We got other players in the league.
We
got the Nuggets. LeBron, we got the Kings. We got the Heat. As wild as the dang on Sixers are, we got them. We got the Warriors. Come on. There is enough talent in this league. We don't need to be talking about him every dang on day.
20 years in the league. He has never given a black eye to the league. He's never made the league look bad. This guy's never been in trouble with the law. This guy has crossed all his T's and dotted all his I's. He's a champion. He's an Olympic champion. He opened up a school for kids. Like, bro, the way you are sounding is unreal, bro. It's unreal to me.
It will be a great day for basketball when this man retires. That is what I believe. I think it will be all good. Maybe not all good, but we'll be in a better spot than we are now with him in the league.
That's my brother Scrub Zero in the building, letting y'all know how he feel, man. Y'all heard it first. Salute again, man, to the NBA community, man. I'm Seven Mitchell with the Best of Seven. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you scan the QR code and follow me everywhere on social media. If you guys are enjoying daily NBA content, definitely appreciate the support. Big up again to you all. I will catch you tomorrow on another live edition of the Best of Seven. I don't know exactly what time I will tap in, but we will definitely be at it. We got game 6 going down this weekend between the Celtics and the Heat. Celtics trying to get this thing, forcing it to a game 7. I just don't see it happening, but this is the game of basketball, so we'll see how it play out. Scrub, I appreciate you coming through, G, as always, bro.
Anytime, man.
Alrighty, man. Everybody, y'all be safe. I'm Seven Mitchell. This is the Best of Seven Sports Talk, and I am out. Peace, guys.